Have you ever tried to record an instrument in stereo, but just wound up facing a bunch of phase issues? I'm going to talk a little bit today about how to utilize mid-side recording to effectively eliminate any possibility of unwanted comb filtering. Comb filtering occurs when you have more than one audio recording of the same sound source captured by different microphones. For example, XY or coincident recording utilizes two pencil microphones, generally small diaphragm condensers, pointed toward a sound source at a 90-degree angle. In some situations, the slight difference in position between the two microphones will result in a waveform that differs ever so slightly in horizontal alignment with respect to the other. On playback, this causes dips in perceived loudness, the effect of which can sometimes sound a bit like a flanger, which is literally a sweeping comb filter. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is create 3 new audio tracks. The top one we can call mid, side left, and side right, panning each respectively hard left and hard right. Now on the side right channel we can go to Utility, Gain, Mono, and check the Phase Invert option. Then Command-Shift-D allows you to create either a folder or a summing stack. I chose summing, renamed it mid-side, and then I like to group the left and right sides together. Now I already had a group in existence, but I'm just going to create a new one, mid-side 2. Now what this allows us to do is move the volume faders in unison. Now, for this to work, they need to be at the same level. Now I'm going to change the icon, make it a guitar, and make it a little bit easier to see. But that's how you set this up, and now I'll show you how to use it in practice. So here we have 2 microphones, a cardioid and a figure 8. Notice there's only 2 tracks recording. You duplicate the figure 8 onto the 3rd track, and then you mix them together. Listen with headphones for the best effect. So this is mono completely, and now as I add it in, you can hear that stereo image widen, and the guitar actually gets a little bit brighter. Again. So now I'm going to show you why this technique is mono-compatible, and what happens if you don't hard pan the left and right channels. So here we have both panned left and right like normal, but the mid channel muted. Now I'm going to bring this to center, and now the closer that this one gets to center, it disappears. This is because the waveform is exactly the opposite. Now with the mid, when both are brought to the center, all you hear is the middle track, so there are no clashing frequencies. So hopefully that demonstrates how the mid-side recording technique can be used to create a stereo image that is completely mono-compatible. Obviously there's a lot of room for creativity here. One of the things that I like to do is in the verse, have the figure 8 all the way down in the mix, so everything is pretty much mono. And then to add excitement when you get into the chorus, you can open up the stereo field and mix back in that figure 8. But regardless, this is one of the coolest ways you can possibly capture a stereo image.